Hello and welcome to a new vlog. There wasn't a vlog last time. I still have no idea how that video is going to turn out. It was going to be a vlog, and then Monday and Tuesday just are better left in the past and just to not think about them ever again. So the last video that went up was my mid-year reset video. That was going to be part of the vlog, and then just kind of decided I'm just gonna make that the whole video and just scrap everything else. Today I am headed over to mom and dad's house, and I am looking forward to that, but I'm also kind of bummed because it is the perfect day to be here at my desk and be writing or editing or doing something book related. It is cloudy, it's raining at the moment, not really hard, it might have even stopped, but the ground is still wet. It just, in here with the air conditioning, looking out, it looks like a dark and moody and stormy, gloomy, wintry day. It says it's only 70 degrees, but it's pretty high humidity. It doesn't feel that nice. It did not feel 70. Maybe it's come down since I stepped out there earlier. Yeah, it's very humid because it's so rainy. It doesn't feel cold and wintry outside, I will say that. It's not outdoor weather, but it's perfect indoor weather for just being, the sun's trying to make a break through it, but I think it's gonna hold off. I think it's supposed to be cloudy and rainy for a good portion of this day. It's definitely messing with the lighting on the camera. There, brighten me up a little bit. So I'm gonna go over to the house and not sit here at my desk. I just would love to have, like, put a fall candle on and put some Christmas music on and just pretend. It is monsoon season-ish. I don't think the monsoon has officially started, but several years back, all the Arizona weather people kind of shifted over to a seasonal start date as opposed to how they used to decide the monsoon, which typically has been if we have X number of days at like Y temperature and Z humidity and dew point and all of these very technical things. Once all the criteria line up, then they would say the monsoon has started. But what happened was we could still get these random storms earlier than that point, and flash flooding is a big risk here in southern Arizona. And so people would think, oh, it's not monsoon yet, so it's okay, and they would drive through washes that are overflowing and thinking that they can just make it across, and then they can't, they get stuck, they've got to have a helicopter come and lift them out and all this horrible stuff. We actually have a stupid motorist law or something like that, where like if you intentionally drive into a flooded space thinking that you can make it across and they've got to come and helicopter you out, you can get fined. If you're accidentally caught up in something, then that's an accident, that's different, but that's not what tends to happen. Usually it's people who think that their car can make it across and then they get stranded. So apparently the monsoon season has started. This isn't really a monsoon storm because monsoon storms come hard and fast, usually later in the afternoon. This is just a really random, wet summer day, but I am enjoying it. So it should be a really lovely drive over to my parents' house, looking at the clouds out to the horizon. I'm going to enjoy that. But yeah, I think it's time to just get on the road. I'm all packed up. I've got a podcast queued up to listen to on the drive. All my stuff is packed. I just need to put the camera in my bag. I've ordered a screen protector, and I've ordered a better camera bag. This is actually a lens case, so it's not really meant for cameras. And I've got my spare battery wrapped up so that it can't scratch anything. I'm gonna be very careful with this, but I'm so paranoid. Now that I've busted the screen on my Sony, I'm really paranoid about breaking this camera. So I'm gonna be very, very careful with my new tech baby. Let's get on the road. I need to stop at Starbucks as usual, and then I can't wait to go snuggle with Gus and Lexi. Okay.
It is nice. It's very clear.
I'm showing Mom the new Canon. Tell them what you just said. The flip up screen means
helps you. I don't have any makeup on. Helps you to not see where you're going, so you can bump into everything.
Yeah, so you can stare at yourself while you're walking down the street.
And bumping into things.
Which, to be fair, she's seen me do, well, not bump into things, but she's seen me, you know, vlog like this in London. I'm very careful.
Look out for the double-decker bus!
Anyway, I was just showing Mom the new camera.
And now she bumped into
Isn't the quality nice, though?
Booth.
I've never bumped into a telephone booth. Bumped into other things. I've never bumped into a telephone booth. But isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Quality's
and then she was
good.
arrested at Buckingham Palace for walking into the gates.
I can't even remember the last time I've even walked by Buckingham Palace. This is why I don't vlog my mother, because she lies about me. She's so proud of herself too. She just thinks she's
the crown jewels. The crown jewels, they had to keep her away from the crown jewels.
You wonder where I get my creativity and ability to write fiction from. I've learned it from
officer,
her.
I was just vlogging.
I just happened to vlog my way into the crown jewels. I think Mom's getting a little bit loopy from too many conference calls today.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It is a very warm and humid evening, but it is much cooler than it has been, so I am not complaining. I wish it was just a little bit cooler or just a little bit less humid, because then I could sit outside. It's not quite that cool, but yeah, it's only like 88. With the humidity, it kind of feels more like 90 according to the weather app, but overall it is pretty nice. I don't think it got above, the highest I saw at the house was 98. I don't think it even got above 100. Most of the day it was like in the 80s when there was still a lot of cloud cover. So it was really nice. I took the dogs out when I first got to the house, and with the breeze, it actually felt really nice. I was very happy to sit out there with them for a little while. So yeah, I got a lot of work done, lots of little bits. So, and I think tomorrow I'm gonna dive back in to editing. I've really put off editing Independent Hearts. There really hasn't, I haven't been updating you because I haven't been working on it. Since finishing Across the Pond Book 3, since finishing writing that last week, did I finish that on Wednesday or Thursday? Thursday, because it was in the Wednesday Thursday vlog. When I finished writing that, I kind of took the rest of the week off, and then I don't usually like doing work on the weekends over the summer. And then, as I said at the beginning of this vlog, Monday and Tuesday of this week was just a train wreck, and no work got done. No substantial work got done. Today was good. I had a lovely day, and tomorrow I will get back to editing. One of the things I did today was I edited Friday's video, which is the mid-year reset, so that will be the video that goes up before this vlog. So that's already done. It's edited, it's exported, it's uploaded to YouTube, it's processed, it's got everything it needs to go with it, including the Google Doc for the downloadable worksheet if you want to do your own mid-year reset. So it's nothing fancy, but I did create, it ended up being a 4-page Google Doc that you can either download as a PDF and write out your answers, or you can download it as a Word doc and do your own. I got that all set up. Hopefully it works. If you downloaded the worksheet, let me know, because I don't think there's any way for me to track that, but I just thought it would be nicer than just copying the questions into the description box. So all of that is done, so I don't have to do any YouTube editing tomorrow. So tomorrow I've got therapy in the morning, and then I can just work on book stuff for the rest of the day. So I'm going to try to make a big dent in the 4th draft edits. This should be the final round of developmental edits, and then I can move on to line editing and copy editing, and I've got my subscription to Pro Writing Aid to help me with that. So I'm actually, for a change, looking forward to that stage. I'm sure I'll get sick of it within the first few chapters. I'll be like, okay, this software is cool, but like, I'm done now. But it is making me dread that stage a little bit less. Plus, once we get to that stage, it's like, it just starts to feel more real, like we're that much closer to publishing it. I am behind on the earlier date I had estimated in my head, but I think I'm still on track to have it out by end of September at the latest. I'm aiming for early September, but I'm planning on September in general, even if it means later in September. I do think it lends itself well to being an autumnal book. I think people will enjoy reading it in like September, October, but I also don't want to put it out too close to Across the Pond Book 3. So it does need to come out sometime in September. So I do need to get back to editing it. But I'm down to the last like page or so of kind of scene specific notes that people gave me. I've kind of gone through with the 3rd draft and done all of the bigger notes. So we're getting there. So yeah, I had a pretty productive day. I had some other admin type stuff to do, just some general little bits that I kind of was able to check off my list, including some personal like life admin stuff. Yeah, it was a good day. I had a fun time with the dogs. I had a nice time with my family. We had Chinese delivery for dinner, so that was great. There's a independent like family owned Chinese restaurant not far from them that does delivery to their neighborhood, and so we get delivery from there every so often, and it's usually the same woman that brings it, that does the delivery, and so she's like used to the dogs, because Gus always loses his head when anyone comes up to the door, and the woman is just so sweet, and the food is amazing. Yeah, we had a really good dinner. Then I came home, and so now I'm here. I'm feeling very hot and sticky from the humidity from going out in the backyard with the dogs a couple times, and then standing out in the driveway and talking to my mom. We were looking at some of the cacti. There's 2 saguaro cacti in their front yard, and so we were looking at those and stuff. So we were outside for a few minutes then, and yeah, I'm just feeling a bit sticky. So a shower sounds really good right now, and I need to wash my hair, not gonna lie. But then I'm gonna watch Loki. Episode 3 should be up by now. That's become my new thing on Wednesday nights. Come home from seeing mom and dad and turn on Loki. So I'm really excited about that. Someone asked me what I'm thinking of the show so far. One of the last times I mentioned it in I think last week's vlog. I'm loving it. I am a massive Tom Hiddleston fan. I'm really enjoying his performance of Loki. I just think that every iteration of Loki, between the first Thor, the second Thor, the third Thor, the Avengers films that he appears in, like every time he manages to bring something new to the character, and he's doing it again with Loki. Like, I don't want to give any plot stuff away, but there have already been some things where I'm just like, oh, like that's really cool. As both a Tom Hiddleston fan and as a Loki fan, I'm really enjoying the show. I feel like I can't say anything other than that without giving spoilers away. I'm gonna go take my shower and get all comfy and cozy so that I can watch episode 3, because I kind of can't wait anymore. So I will check with you guys sometime tomorrow. Hi, it's morning, Thursday morning. Had to think about that for a second. I am feeling quite warm. I was trying to have my hair down and straight. It needs to go up for at least a little while, or it's not going to be straight anymore because I'm going to sweat it curly again. It always just is extra warm over here by my desk, especially in the morning when I'm getting all of that eastern sun. There is not a cloud in the sky that I can see. Oh, there's a few little ones out over towards the mountains, but it is a very sunny day today. I think the clouds are potentially going to come back, at least partly cloudy, sometime next week. It's about 10:30, a little bit after 10:44. So I've got 15 minutes before my therapy session call, so I'm gonna get logged on for that. Loki last night was amazing. That's all I'm gonna say. But I'm loving it. Then I watched a bit more of the Formula One docuseries Drive to Survive. I've gotten up to the 3rd season now, which is going to be interesting because it was filmed during 2020. But tonight I also need to watch the new episode of The Bachelorette, and I'm behind on some YouTube videos, so we'll see what I end up watching. But yeah, I'm going to jump on my call, and then I'm going to eat lunch, and then I'm going to dive into editing. I think I've got a couple little bits of stuff that need to be done, but I'm going to see if I can get part of that done before I jump on my call. I need to open up my planner, see what's on my list for today. Some of the stuff I can't do until later this afternoon. One thing I think I'm just gonna push to tomorrow because I just don't want to deal with it. I really want to just spend today editing and feeling like I'm making a lot of progress on that. I'm gonna start editing at about 1 o'clock and just edit until like 4. See how I'm feeling, see how far I've gotten. I've got a long list of notes. It's not as long as I thought. It's gotten longer. So I've crossed off a fair bit from this page, but then I added stuff to this page, and then I still had some things on this page. Most of this page hadn't been crossed off yet. But a lot of these, some of these are general notes that got added. A lot of these are scene specific, so today I'm going to focus on just getting through as many of the scene specific notes, because some of these are really little. So I think I'm going to try to just go through, start off by going through and fixing all the little things that will just take me a couple minutes to add them in or tweak them or whatever, and then see what's left. Start working through some of the longer things. So it's the 24th. Basically got 1 week left, including today, of June. I think I would like to have the content developmental edits completely done by the end of the first full week of July. So that would give me today and tomorrow, all of next week, and all of the week after. And so try to finish developmental edits by the 9th. I need to update my board back here for that so that I've got that date in mind. I think 2 more weeks and 2 days is enough. So I'll know more once I get through today and see how many of the notes in here I managed to cross off. So I'm gonna go, I need to get my desk kind of rearranged a bit and set up for my call, try to get stuff set up so that as soon as I'm done, I can eat and then dive into work. I'll update you guys later and we'll talk more about editing stuff. It is 5 o'clock. I am done for the day. I'm not quite ready to have dinner. I'll probably go watch some TV for a little bit. So, editing update. I managed to get some things I migrated to another page, but this first page is all crossed off. There were 2 things that were longer changes, and so I've added those to the bottom of this page. These are questions, so this is basically all that's left of my editing notes. Some of these things are still like slightly longer. I managed to get through quite a few, including some things that were on this spread of pages. I think I ended up adding like at least a few hundred words. Probably at least 1,000 words, honestly. I think I added 500 words to one chapter alone. Yeah, it's up to 98,000, and I feel like it was like so I added quite a bit. I think it was like 96,000 earlier. So word count's still fine. I don't mind if this ends up being around 100,000. I want it to be a little bit shorter than Across the Pond, but some of the beta feedback was that there were certain things they wanted more details on, and that is what I'm adding. So that was one of the reasons why I was glad it ended up being around like 96,000 words total, because it meant I could add a bit and still have it be right around the 100,000 word mark. Over the next few days, I'm going to try to tackle the comments that I know I can address and just get crossed off. And then I think I'm going to do one more read from chapter 1 to chapter 20. Just one more complete read through with the last few general, like broader notes in mind. And then hopefully that will finish off the developmental edits. But yeah, it's coming along. So that is done for today. I'm going to put this back here. I'm feeling good about this project. This one, I feel like it's already a good story. It would already like be more than good enough if I just published it. If I just started copy editing it right now and didn't make any more changes, like it's a good story. But I just feel oddly attached to this one. I mean, I feel attached to Across the Pond as well, but this one's personal in a different way. And so there's just these like little bits and changes that I want to tweak and add to and just make it just right. But now I'm done for the day. Anyway, it is time to wrap up this vlog. Huga question. I found this one and it got me thinking about the book a bit, because the book is kind of about grandparents a little bit. And so the question is, do you know how both sets of your grandparents met? I think, if I remember correctly, and if my mom ever watches this vlog, she can correct me in the comments. I'll have to check with her before I edit this and see if I got it right. I think her parents met in college in like the early 50s, and my grandparents on my dad's side, if I remember that story correctly, I think my grandmother was working as a receptionist in a doctor's office, and my grandfather went into that doctor's office. That's how they met. My upstairs neighbor is vacuuming. Lovely. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how both sets of grandparents met. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm fascinated by family history. I was just looking at one of the Ancestry.com family trees that another family member has set up, and realized that down one branch through one of my great-grandfathers on my dad's side, they've got ancestry updates going back to like the 1740s in Norway. So like I actually now have like a town and a county in Norway where that branch of the family is from. And yeah, it's giving me more ideas for more books. So this book, the Independent Heart series, at least book 1, although parts of the other books will also have this, is very kind of loosely inspired by the town where part of my family is from, and like some of the family names have worked their way in, and some of the businesses and just the locations and just elements of my own family history are very, very loosely, but they are kind of loosely woven in. So it's just, as I've been writing this book, I've been going back and looking up a lot of my own family history. So when I saw the question on the Hoover card, I thought, oh, that'd be a good one for today. So if you know how either or both sets of your grandparents met, I'd love to know. If there are any fun meet cute stories. I've always loved hearing. I'm pretty sure my dad's parents met in the doctor's office where my doctors or dentist, something like that, where my grandmother was working at the time, because they were not from the same town. If you have any fun meet cute stories for your grandparents, I'd love to know. Put them in the comments. Let me know how you're doing. Say hi in the comments, all that good stuff. Give the vlog a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'd greatly appreciate that. And yeah, I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my evening. I will show you what I get up to, but it's probably just gonna be The Bachelorette and then more of that Formula One docuseries on Netflix. I will see you all very soon in the next vlog. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye!